Hello, we're the PNC Newsgirls, Mia.
And Maya, reading the news 6 days a week because you're too lazy.
Thursday, August 10th, 2023.
Okay. As long as millions of citizens daily swallow what the Social Democratic press tells them, it will become these gentlemen to joke at the expenses of the comrades, for in the long run they all swallow the same hash, even though it is dished up with different spices. In both cases, the cook is one and the same, the Jew, Adolf Hitler.
Okay.
Apparently,
Very direct there.
What kind of spices do you put in there?
Garlic?
Paprika? Garlic?
Ooh, I love smoked paprika. Oh, yes. Look, it smells amazing.
Oh, I know, right? I will literally just smell it sometimes.
Yeah, it just smells so
It
good.
just tickles your nose a little bit too.
Okay, we go. Surprise! The FBI lied about white supremacist memo targeting Catholics, new document reveals. The FBI's Los Angeles field office, meanwhile, initiated an investigation into one subject, while the Richmond office coordinated with the agency's Portland office to prepare the field's report. In other words, it wasn't just the product of a single field office, as Ray had claimed, but was instead a widespread effort among several offices.
Alright. How do you say that again? Radical?
Yeah.
Was the radical left correct about the IMF and World Bank? A global movement against free trade and capitalism that burst into public consciousness? Is that consciousness?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. At the 1999 protest against the World Trade Organization, what?
Kleist.
I'm bad. Around the idea that the Western elites had ensnared third world nations in a debt trap to coerce them into adopting neoliberal policies.
Alright, did President Trump's doctors needlessly risk his life with remdesivir? I don't know what that is. Critical care physician Dr. Paul Mark insists that due to toxicity problems, Gilead cooked the first COVID-19 study leading the FDA authorization. Early in the pandemic, President Trump, trusting Fauci's recommendations, heaped lavish praise on Gilead and remdesivir. When Trump was hospitalized with COVID, he received a cocktail which included remdesivir and was discharged after 3 days. 10 days later, a large WHO study came out claiming remdesivir was ineffective for COVID, and the MSM collectively mocked Trump for touting it? I don't know. Well, remdesivir still has FDA approval and is on NIH's protocol, but I don't see the MSM mocking Joe Biden for challenging the public health agencies. Maybe they're too busy suppressing the evidence of inefficiency they themselves cited earlier.
Okay.
That was really long.
Yeah. A soda a day could result in liver cancer, new study finds. Researchers from Brigham and Women's Hospital, a founding member of the Mass General Brigham healthcare system, published a study titled Sugar-Sweetened and Artificially Sweetened Beverages and Risk of Liver Cancer and Chronic Liver Disease and Mortality, in the Journal of the American Medical Association on Tuesday, explaining a possible link between the regular consumption of sweetened drinks and death due to liver cancer. The study involved nearly 100,000, I don't know how you say that, postmenopausal woman followed for a median of 20 years.
Alright, on to the full column.
Okay.
UK military could recruit autistic soldiers. Morrison, who serves as preliminary Undersecretary of State for Defense People, Veterans, and Service Families, argued that this would help provide the armed forces with skilled professionals amid chronic staffing shortages.
Okay.
Bruh.
Bruh.
That's a bruh moment.
How do you say that? Antifa?
Yeah, Antifa.
I am Antifa. Portland defense attorney declares solidarity with militants? I don't know. And issues threat against jurors during How is that a name?
Andy Ngo.
What kind of a name is that? Assault cases, clothing arguments. Jury then finds Antifa thugs, is their last name thugs, not liable despite overwhelming evidence.
And Antifa's an organization.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I didn't know that. Oh,
I'm pretty sure I've read other stories with the Antifa.
You think I absorbed the information?
Not likely.
Then why'd you think I did?
I don't know.
And that was just the headline.
Yeah.
2 members of Antifa were found not liable in a civil case brought against them by journalist Andy Ngo despite overwhelming evidence implicating their guilt.
Alright. Tactics that destroyed a revolutionary auto in 1948, my bad, used to indict Trump. Some readers may remember the 1888 movie Tucker. Nope. The Man and His Dream, which strongly suggested that the legal system was weaponized against Preston Tucker. Since seeing the movie, Tucker's legal problems had become a distant memory until reawakened by an article in the latest print issue of the Old Cars Weekly magazine titled Tucker's Turns 75. Articles about antique cars usually would offer an escape from partisan politics. However, in this article, the glaring similarities between the legal tactics used to destroy Preston Tucker and those presently being used to destroy Donald Trump were hard to dismiss.
Federal court declares Trump a flight risk in secret. I still don't know how to say it.
Subpoena?
Subpoena
I have
decision.
no idea.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
I'm googling it.
Google.
What does it mean?
What is it?
It's a written order to compel an individual to give testimony on a particular subject. I did not know that. How do you say it, though?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely googling this right now.
Yeah, look it up later, maybe.
Okay.
Probably not.
The disclosure of a subpoena on Twitter by Special Counsel Jack Smith. Jack Smith! That's the most basic name I've ever heard in my life.
If it was John Smith, it'd be even more basic.
True, I'm just saying. With surprising in number of respects, including the hefty... I'm bad with numbers. 350,000 fine imposed by the U.S. District Court. I'm dying. Okay. Hefty 350,000 fine imposed by the U.S. District Court Beryl Howell below for a 3-day delay as the company sought to address the demand.
Armed Trump supporter Craig Robertson shot dead in an FBI raid linked to threats against Biden top Dems. I don't know. An armed Utah man was shot and killed by FBI agents during a Wednesday morning raid linked to assassination threats against President Biden and other top Democrats, including Vice President Kamala Harris and Manhattan. Oh my gosh. I thought it was a name. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg.
Yeah, it's Manhattan. At least it wasn't Massachusetts. Massachusetts. How do you say it?
Massachusetts.
How do you say it? Say it again.
Massachusetts.
There you go.
Hey! Finally.
I can say it now until it comes up in the story. Anyway, we have Target now. Family units are being targeted for destruction. Families are an American institution because they offer support and security coupled with unconditional love. Parents almost always bring out the best in members. You could just say family members. Okay, I thought that was a weird way to put it. But one lesson my parents taught me was that change will always come and impact values and benefits. Not my parents, their parents.
You said benefits, but it's beliefs.
Beliefs, thank you.
Yeah. There's another two. Why is the show in the poll column today? Why? Shakespeare banned in U.S. school districts over sexual content. Multiple Florida schools are dropping Shakespeare plays from their curricula, leery of running afoul of the controversial new law banning books with sexual content, the Tampa Bay Times reported on Wednesday. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. I haven't, read any Shakespeare, but from the tiny itty bit that I've heard, that might make sense.
I have not read any Shakespeare.
I haven't actually read it. I've just heard a lot.
I haven't heard anything about it either.
Okay.
Do you think Poe's banned?
I don't think Edgar Allan Poe would be banned.
Okay.
I don't think there's any, like, sexual content.
Well, yeah, I'm just thinking. Apparently, it's supposed to be really graphic, but I've read some of it and it doesn't seem that graphic to me. But I've heard that it's very graphic, you know?
Yeah.
Like the whole buried alive story and stuff.
Yeah.
But it never seemed that bad to me, so. Burden on our beliefs. Muslim Christian parents rally for right to opt out from LGBT lessons. See? Okay, Greenbelt, Maryland. More than 100 Muslims and Christian parents rallied on Wednesday, arguing that a Maryland school district's policy that prohibits them from opting their child out of LGBTQ lessons violates their religious beliefs and their ability to raise their kids, the Daily Caller News Foundation observed.
Yeah,
Why would there be something making it so you couldn't opt out of that?
Yeah, you should be able to opt out of it.
Bruh.
Okay, Monkey Kong. Nigeria military names 21-person cabinet ahead of key West African summit. 3 of the generals who helped in the July 26th removal of democratically elected President Mohamed Bazoum were named ministers of defense, interior, and sports in the government, which is about half the size of the previous one.
Okay. That's Uganda, right?
Yeah.
Uganda accuses World Bank of coercion over anti-gay law. The World Bank is attempting to force Uganda into abandoning its principles and I can say it in my head, but I can't say it.
Sovereignty.
Thank you. The country's president, Yoweri Museveni, has claimed. Museveni's comments follow that World Bank's announcement on Tuesday that it will not approve new loans for Kampala in response to the country's anti-gay law.
I shot that female dog dead. Unsealed search warrants reveal new details about 6-year-old boy who wounded Virginia teacher with a gun.
It's not an actual dog, just the word for a female dog.
Yes. Newly unsealed search warrants have uncovered major new details about the 6-year-old boy who shot his first grade teacher. These include a sick boast afterward and previous violent incidents at the school.
Who provoked a 6-year-old into shooting?
Disgusting.
I don't think a normal 6-year-old would just go around shooting somebody, so it must have been provoked by somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Like, a 6-year-old?
Yeah, it's pretty young.
It's kind of young. Like, the youngest I've ever really seen is like 12 or something, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. All Africa war possible. Ex-presidential aid. That just seems weird. I think it should be African.
Yeah.
Just all Africa. A military intervention in Nigeria could set off a broader war. Name a political advisor to the ousted president Mohamed Bazoum told RA Novosti on Wednesday.
Okay.
I give up.
Work up call. Report. Secret documents reveal U.S. instigated Imran Khan's removal from power. Diplomatic cable marked as secret exposed the pressure applied by the U.S. on Pakistan officials in a March 2022 meeting to push for Khan's removal, offering improved relations as the incentive while hinting at a potential isolation if he remained in power.
What's that?
Maui.
Okay. I have never really seen spells. I wasn't entirely sure, you know. Maui fires kill 36 people as the entire town of Lahania is wiped out, leaving hundreds homeless and frantic Hawaii locals continue to pull bodies from water. Maui firefighters are desperately hunting for survivors in the scorched remains of the historic towns of Lahaina, which one resident says has been wiped off the map. Has nearly been wiped off the map.
Yeah, because it burned.
Yeah, burned.
Ecuador presidential candidate assassinated. Fernando Villavicencio is shot dead while leaving a political rally less than 2 weeks before the vote. Footage shared on social media showed Villavicencio.
No.
Was it?
Wait, give me a second. Villavicencio,
59, being escorted out of the rally venue at 6:20 p.m. local time and into a waiting car. He was climbing into the back seat when gunfire rang out. The windows did not appear to be bulletproof. Shouldn't the windows be bulletproof?
Yeah, you would think.
They're just...
Get some bulletproof glass. Jeez.
My goodness.
Okay. Egyptians in the drug shortage crisis. You may stand in a long line in front of El Lasaf Pharmacy, one of the largest and most famous pharmacies at the center of the Egyptian capital. What? How do you say that?
What?
Cairo?
Cairo?
Waiting to receive a medication that is in short supply or an expensive alternative that may relieve some pain or heal a wound.
Alright, that is all. Thank you for listening to Mia.
And Maya, read the Polden Central homepage. Do all the good things.
And come back tomorrow for more segregated news.